see what we got here. Okay, I think we're live. I'm checking here, checking here, checking there. So I've got, oh, I see an ad. Joel Grimes, good guy. All right, here we are. Hey, 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 everybody. Okay, so welcome to OnSet. Kind of. I'm Daniel Norton. We're trying this. I had to come into Manhattan today, so I was talking to the guys at Adorama, and they said, you know, go for it to see if we can get a live stream going. So I am on my own here, as most people should be, I guess, right now because of the social distancing and all that. So I will do my best to jump back and forth and check the computer. But I'm kind of streaming everything here on my own. And what I want to do is we're going to do some splashes. So being able to kind of play around with the ability of your flash to stop action is just such a fun thing to do. And when you're kind of, you know, not able to, let's say, shoot models and stuff like I normally do, or athletes or whatever you normally might shoot, this is kind of a fun exercise. And you can do it a lot of different ways. Actually, Gavin just had a video, Gavin Hoey, about a couple days ago, where he does drips, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to do some other kind of fun stuff, basically. It's just a fun exercise to get kind of cool images and also just to kind of practice, right? Keeping ourselves kind of in shape in a sense, right? As far as what we got going on. So let me kind of show you what we got here. No, I didn't push this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to switch to this other thing here. You can see my table. Okay. So basically what we've got here is I've got my Nikon right here. Boop, there's my hand. This is the Z6. I've got the 24-70 on it, which is just my normal lens that I use. I've got my two ProPhoto flashes in the back. I've got two because I want to get a black background, and also because, well, because I have two, right? So essentially, hopefully you can see me when I go over here. This is going to be fun. This should be very interesting. All right, I think you can see me over here. I'm not sure I'll be in focus or not, but oh, yeah, here I am. So okay, so I have two flashes. These are B1Xs. These are the flashes that have the shortest flash durations of all the stuff that I own. So the reason why I'm using two is because in order to get the shortest flash duration on most flash units, you want to turn the power down all the way. So I'm in a pretty bright space right now. In fact, earlier I just closed the windows. I mean, this is actually the time of day where the sun's cranking through the windows. So I kind of need all the power I can get, you know, as far as f-stop to make the room dark. So what I've got here is two, plus also for this type of exercise where I want to get the splash, it's nice to have light on both sides. If you only light it from one direction, you know, you get more shadows or whatever. So you can do it both ways. If you only have one, I'd probably put it in the center. But since I have to, I'm using two. I think I'll ultimately put the grids on as well, but we'll start with that, so I'll show you what each thing does as we go. So again, these are B1Xs. There are two of them. I'm just going to fire them up. Oh, good, I charged the batteries. That's always important. All right, so these guys have, if you're not familiar, let me do this. Here I am taking the thing off. So basically, I'm not sure if that's a focus or not, but you can see there's a power setting in the back. 2 is the lowest power it goes to, right? So, you know, I can adjust it. I'm not going to use TTL, right? I'm just going to set it at 2. I do have them in separate zones or groups as they are in this case. So one's in A and the other one's in B. And the reason why I did that is because I might want to tweak it. I mean, who knows, right? So no sense in putting them the same. I will set them at the same power to start though. The other thing I have going on, because I know I want to do a black background, is I got black plexi here. Thanks, Seth. I also have white plexi if we want to do something white, but I think we're going to do black. So I learned earlier when I was setting this up that since I was going to drop these little rocks that I shouldn't do them into an actual glass. So I'm using a plastic cup. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, right? And I got a bunch of water. We're going to start there. And I'm just using a board here to hold it up. Just keep it up. What we're essentially doing is setting ourselves up so that the camera is just like kind of at the same level or slightly above the level of the cup to give us that kind of drop off into the background since I don't have a sweep, right? So this will just give us a drop. And in theory, we shouldn't get any too much light on the background, but I think we probably will get some bounce around. So I also have a flag back here, which will probably, I don't think you can see it in the shot, but it's over there. We're going to bring it in. Okay, so let's start this thing and see what we got. So as always, right? We're going to set our camera up so that hopefully none of the light in the space affects our shot, right? So, okay, good. It's always good when the camera doesn't turn on. There we go. All right, so I'm setting my, so for this kind of stuff, your shutter speed ultimately becomes the flash duration, right? So what I have my shutter set at is almost not relevant, but I want to get rid of the light in the space. So I'm setting it at 1/160, which is what I normally do. I am at ISO 100, so we're going to start that way. I think I might go a little higher, and I'm at f8. That should get me a black frame. I can see here. Let me just shoot one and see. All right, and we're in capture one, of course, as always. So there we go, black frame, right? Let's see. I'm gonna look at the questions in a second. Let me just get this set up, and then I'll take a quick look. There's gonna be pauses in this. All right, so I'm gonna grab my exposure slider over. All right, I'm not quite 2 stops under here, guys. So that's gonna be tight, right? This is gonna be tricky because what we don't want is the ambient light affecting this shot, because if it does, right, then we'll get blur. Right, we'll get a pop and blur, which we, oops, right? That's what we don't want, right? We don't want a pop and blur, we want just a pop. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hopefully, oh, by the way, Seth is in the chat, and he's going to probably answer all your questions because I'll be too slow. Oh, wow, we got everybody here. Oh, great. I have to do this with an audience of all the good photographers. All right, so here we go. Black frame, we're good. I'm going to fire this up, turn my flashes on, and again, I just have the flashes set at the minimum power, and I could meter it, but let's just take a shot and see what it looks like, because why not? So the way I'm going to focus on this cup is I'm going to use autofocus to start with anyways, but the autofocus is going to grab the edge of the cup, which we don't really want, right? What we want is, I think I can do that. There you go. Oh, but then you don't see me. Huh, let me try that again. Let's do this. I'll figure this out someday. Nope, that's not what I want. Oop. I lost my awesome picture-in-picture that I had set up. Okay, so there we go. Black cup, black background rather. We got the cup. It looks pretty decent. I mean, you can see, of course, oh, I'm pinching that screen. You can see, of course, that the cup is dirty. My fingerprints all over it. And we can see some of the board on the side. If you care about that, you know, you'd have to use a bigger piece of plexi, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. That seems to be working so far. So we're definitely going to do some splashes and stuff, but I think, oops, hold on, let me get my picture-in-picture going. Let's see if we can do this. Sorry guys, I'm setting up picture-in-picture right now. I think we're going to do this one. Did that work? No. Nope, I had it working earlier. Oh well. I guess we're not going to do picture-in-picture. All right, so I'm just going to switch back and forth, guys, because I do not know how to do it properly. Let's see. Let me try one more thing. Daniel never likes to give up. If I do this and I do that, and then I do that, and I do that, and that, and then I go like that. Yep, save. Close. Then I go like this. Nope. I keep losing it. So, not going to be able to do picture-in-picture, guys. I'll just switch back and forth as we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is go like that. We're going to take a shot with, we're going to do a pour to start with. So the pour is always fun, and pours are actually easier to do because basically what we're going to do is just pour the liquid in, and we're going to take a couple shots as it's falling in. But remember that the liquid that's going into the cup is going to be like in the center, right? So I don't want to focus on the edge of the glass, because even at f8, I don't have a lot of depth of field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my focus spot up and over like this. And I'm going to put my hand in the center, and I'm going to focus on it. Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to put my hand in the center, and I'm going to focus on it. Oh. There we go. Wow, this is fast. Okay, cool. Then That should be good. I'm gonna switch to manual. All right, so we're good. All right, let's do a pour. I have my coffee thing here, and we're gonna just pour some in, and we're gonna take some shots as we go. Let's just see what that looks like. Make sure it's gonna look all right as we go. Of course, I got the container in the shot, but we will deal with that in a second. Cool. All right, so that looks pretty good, right? We're clearly stopping the action. Got the bubbles. Those look kind of nice. All right, so I got to be taller. You know what this means? This is it's gonna be messy. You know, I like to be messy, so I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go. Sorry guys, I'm just switching this over for you so you can see it better. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go like that, and I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna go like that. Save, close. Then I'm gonna go like this. Nope. I'm gonna go like this and like this. Now you guys know what that's doing the whole time when they're there. There it is. Boom, bada boom. Save. Close. Picture in picture. All right, good. You knew I was going to give up on that. All right, here we go. Let's take a quick look at any questions. Yeah, drop some vodka. I wish. You know, I was going to use alcohol, but that would be such a waste. Lemon wedge. Yeah. You switch. It's switching feeds while you're live. Okay, so I'm going to figure out. By the way, guys, this equipment is not waterproof, so I'm just going to be careful. There we go. There it is. Cool. You got to have a little energy, you know? And then we've got some nice, fun kind of bubbles. But the other thing we can do here is we can add some color, right? So if I take this cup, do I have two? And we add, let's see what we got here. This is food coloring. Can you guys see me? Oop, yep. This one looks blue, I guess. And everybody likes blue. I'm not even going to ask because whenever I ask what color we should do something, people always want to do blue. So blue is what we're going to do. So I'm going to add a little blue to this. Is this how you make blood, Seth? I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, that would have been kind of a fun thing. So let me see if I can get that shot quickly. That's kind of fun. Oh no, too late. It's too dark back there. All right, here we go. We got the blue. I think the blue might end up being too dark now that I'm looking at it, so we may have to make this some changes here. So here we go. I am going to focus again because I put a new cup in there, remember? Good. Good. Wow, this has got a sensitive trigger finger. That's pretty good. I'm just going to check to focus. Good, good, good. Boom. All right, here we go. Blue. Let's see if blue's too dark. I did yellow earlier. You want to give it some aggressive action. The other cool thing about being, oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, the blue's kind of dark, huh? The other cool thing about having your power so low is you can shoot fast. Oh yeah, the blue's way too dark. But you probably knew that. We need something we can see through. It's not bad there. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, good. So we can see we're getting cool pores here. These are cool if you're going to do, the way that I generally see pores used. Oh, let me do it this way so I don't lose my picture in picture. Wine, right? Wine is one of the things you see that a lot. So you get yourself a wine glass, you do some pours, you can get the, put some red food coloring in the thing, or use wine, just don't waste it, and you can be good. So that's a pour. Measure for everyone. turmeric. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing anything. I guess if there's a question, text me a question if there's anything important. I mean, they're all important, but Seth. All right. Cool. Let's change that color though. I'm not. By the way, always have like a junk container when you're doing this because you're going to end up with a lot of water left over. So you don't want to be running back and forth. That's pretty good. By the way, I got the focus peaking on too. I'm in manual, so I can kind of see that it's staying in focus, so I think we're good. We did end up needing the flag, which was good. I think I'm going to actually raise these up a bit and turn them slightly in. Because at least one. We'll mess around a little bit with it, right? Because right now we're getting like kind of nice rim lights, but it would be nice to kind of mix it up a little bit. Let's do a lighter color. Let's go with yellow. Yellow always looks red with the food coloring itself, but you can tell it's yellow because it's got the little cap on it. Cool, cool, cool. All right, that looks good. Let's switch to the picture-in-picture. And let's do another pour with the yellow, and let's see if this one looks nicer. So one fun thing you can do with this, and the way that I like to do it, normally when we do these live, when we do them at Adorama, is I will have people from the audience come up and do it, because this is such a fun thing to do together. So if you're with somebody, even if they're not into photography, you can have them do the pours, you know, or drop stuff, because it's nothing more satisfying than pouring liquid into a cup. And again, you want to give it some like energy. The energy is important. That's how you're going to get your good thick. Oh yeah, there we go. If you just let it fall, you see it ends up very straight. And if you give it some energy, oh, no, wrong computer. I have a lot of computers going on here. See how when I kind of pushed it, you get that whip. So, and you can like if you go here, you can see you've even got some separation in between. And you see, because of the fact that I kind of focused in the center, and you see how perfectly frozen that is because of the flash duration. All right, let's see. Watching a two-part Hoey Studio Challenge. Yes, those are great. Okay, I'm not following all of this. Oh, actually, I mean, with Mark and Gavin and Seth and Vanessa and all these guys in the chat, I don't think I need to end any questions. Let's see. The wine. You know, I was going to use wine, but I just felt like it was such a waste, you know, in these times where we need to be conservative with the wine. By the way, you see that? That's the Adorama Pro mug. The rare relic. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm losing my voice a little bit here. Hey, from Finland. Yep, that's exactly right. Wow, you guys know everything. Shoot as you're putting in the color. I would do that. The problem with that is that the cup is not see-through. We'll try it. But I think without a lighter color, I don't think we're going to see through it. But let's do that. Yeah, shooting while we put the color in is also a really fun thing. We did a video like, wow, a long time ago, when we were showcasing slow motion. And we did like pours of food coloring in. And it was really fun. All right, so we're going to focus. All right, that looks good. Okay, so we're going to put some clean water in here. It's not perfectly clean. There's some yellow in there, but let's see. And then what we're going to do is we're going to shoot some color into it. Let's do something light enough so we won't lose all the. I don't know how dark this green's going to be, but let's find out. All right, so let's see. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, you're not going to get it because the problem is that we got the dark background. With the white background, you can definitely do the drops going in. That's also really fun. And we could set that up maybe. We'll see. If we're not really concerned about it freezing the action, in order to do that, I can light the wall up. But let's not get ahead of. Let's not change our direction too fast. Let's do a couple more splashy things. exactly. Using wine for splashes is illegal. I agree. All right, so let's bring this around. So I'm gonna bring these in tighter because, yeah, what do I care if my lights get wet? Because I want to see if I can get them more from the back so we can see through this a little bit more. The further back they are, the more kind of translucent you're going to get. Yeah, there we go. Now we can see through it a little bit. That might be a little nicer. Let's see, with a lighter color possibly. Let's see what happens if we shoot. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so this is just a spray bottle. Oh yeah, there we go. That's pretty, oh, you can't see anything. Well, you're missing all the cool stuff. There we go. So that's a spray bottle, right? Into the stuff. Look at how fast the spray is so fast, it's actually not being frozen, even at whatever the flash duration is, 10,000 or whatever. This drop right here is frozen in the air, but the spray bottle is so fast. So that's kind of neat, huh? I guess when it hits the water, it slows down a bit. And that's basically, there is a freeze mode on these that makes it a little bit shorter, but I can never remember how to put this freeze mode on, so unless somebody knows how to do that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, cool, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's kind of fun, right? We got like a shower. I kind of like how there's a mix of the frozen and the blur. Seth, do you know how to put the freeze mode on? Or actually, Vanessa probably knows. She's a legend of light. Vanessa, how do I put the freeze mode on? Yeah, if the background is white, then you can see the color through it. So if we want to do that, let's just, why not? We'll just, hold on. I don't know what you guys are looking at. Let's do this. I think this, no, we're just gonna switch to this one. I don't know if you're either not gonna see me or you're gonna totally see me. I can't really tell. If we wanna make the background white, I mean, the simplest thing to do would be to like use a softbox, but I don't have one out. So instead of digging out a softbox, what we can do is just turn our lights at the background. The only problem here is that we're gonna have to turn the power up to do it. But if we're not, if we're just going for the drips, I think we won't need that much power. So we should be able to get the background white just by doing this. Good. Sure. I don't know, let's do a little math with the inverse square law, and we'll put them on 5. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll find out and see if we can get it white or not in one shot. Oh, that's pretty white. Okay, that's white. It's not supersonic white. So if we want supersonic white, we got to bring them up. Let's say 2 stops. Now, bringing these up 2 stops, now I'm on 7, right? So that's how you get kind of your white glass, right? The only problem with this now is that, oh, I'm talking to a camera that's not looking at me. The only problem with that is that at 7, the flash duration is not so fast. So we're definitely going to get blurry stuff if we go to do splashes. However, what we can do is we can try to do the drip. Let's see what the drip looks like. Actually, I wonder what it would look like if we drip a darker color into the yellow. So let's actually get the yellow set first. So that's the yellow. Oh yeah, let's just drip blue into yellow. That makes purple, right? Let's try that. See what that looks like. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. There you go. That's kind of fun too, right? Fun with water. I didn't pre-focus it. Oh, I guess it actually makes green, not purple. Clearly, I don't know my crayons. But yeah, that's how you do that. Now, that could be really neat if you were doing, let's say, coffee and you were going to stir in, for food photographers, and you were going to stir in like cream or something. or tea if you were stirring in milk, but I'm not sure if the milk's supposed to go in before or after because I forget already. Freeze mode. Did you tell me how to do it? I don't know. Press the dial and the test button. Okay. That seems legit. Nope. There we go. Press, not press and hold. Okay, so the freeze mode basically gives you a shorter flash duration, but it does actually make the color temperature a little bit cooler. So you need to be aware of that if you're going to mix light. That shouldn't really make a difference. I'm just going to take a shot. Yeah. Oh, that's neat. All right, so let's try it. I mean, I'm not going to guarantee that it'll stop this, but let's try our, let's actually just, okay. Dropping something into this, let me see if it even splashes. That's not bad. You need a lot of surface area to get a good splash. Yeah, these are not going to splash that well. Yeah, Let's try, oh, there we go. That's how we do it. Nope, missed. This is why we can't use glass. There we go. Oh boy. Actually, that did a pretty good job at stopping it. You can see it's a little bit blurry, right? Although the rock is stopped pretty perfectly. It's a smidge blurry. But we're also at 7, right? So that's going to make a big difference. You need to really dial your lights down if you're going to do that. Let me see if I can get a good... So normally I would drop oops. This is why I'm not doing sports very much. There we go. Wow, my timing is off today, guys. Let's try it. Okay. Okay. That's less effective than the other thing, I think. But yeah, let's go back around. Now that we have the freeze mode, I'm curious about... I'm curious if we'll be able to get the blast of the spray bottle frozen. I don't know what you're looking at again. Probably nothing. I'm turning the lights around just in case you can't see me. And I'm going to try the spray bottle again now that we're in the freeze mode. And again, I'm going to dial back down to all the ways down because that's going to be my shortest flash duration. There are a handful of flash units where the shorter flash duration is on the other side, but they're not that common. Let's just make sure our exposure is still good. Oh yeah, there we go. Right? A little drama for your mama. Now, let's see. Oh yeah, one more. Get a good, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's a little better. But yeah, I mean, they're streaks, right? So it's actually, I don't think that's as much of a blur as it is that they're actually just strips of water. You know, the water is not drops, it's streaks. There, it's out of focus. Oh yeah, I guess I should focus. It almost looks like Jello is erupting from, actually that looks like a little kind of weird wormy, like some kind of space alien monster coming out of that thing. If you see that right there, let's see that little space alien monster. Right. See if Seth can stick that on somebody's face. All right, let's see. Questions, thoughts, concerns. Isn't flash duration a question of physics based on the flash unit you're using? It's not a setting, right? Well, yes. Yeah, the flash duration is based on your settings only in so much as, generally speaking, the flash duration is shorter when your flash is set at a lower power, basically. So your settings matter. Setting in the camera does not affect it. Drop red into the green. Dropping the color would maybe be better with a full glass. Oh, so it's right at the top? Yeah, we can definitely try that. So let's do that. Well, actually, while we have green, somebody wants to see red. I don't have red. For some reason, they don't give you red with these. I guess red's expensive. I don't know. So we can't really drop red into the green, unfortunate. We drop yellow. but that is, I don't think will do much. Let's just see. Yeah, that doesn't look like anything. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's try this again. Well, I also have fake ice. Maybe we should use the fake ice. We'll try that in a second. I'm gonna need to get water in a second. Going through water quickly here. All right, so I'm gonna put the water right up to the top. And of course, now in order to do this, we have to switch back to the white, but now we know how to do that, right? Once you've got this down and you just have different ideas, you literally can just manipulate your lights pretty quickly to do what you want. I had it on 7, right? And you can do all this with the remote, but I mean, when I'm doing this kind of stuff, I just would rather just do it manually. It's just easier. Someday they'll put like Alexa in the Pro Photo, so we can just be like, Pro Photo, set the light to 7 or whatever. All right. Let's see what this looks like. Actually, let me focus. Okay. Yeah, that's my finger, all right. Okay. Let's check our exposure. That looks pretty good. Okay, that right there is a glass of water and a rock. Here we go. We're doing it. We're going to drop, let's go with yellow, because I think that was nicer, right at the top. I think being minimalist is good. Oh, I should do all the different colors. There we go. Right? This is not what I had planned, but I like it. There we go. That's kind of fun, right? Yeah, that sounded neat. It's very neat. Huh. Look at that. You guys don't see anything because I didn't have the camera set correctly. You missed them all. So let me go back up and show you. Let's pretend like we're just starting. There's a glass of water. Oh, look, I took a picture. Oh, another one. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, another picture. Hey, a picture. Ooh, I took another one. Ooh, another color. Ooh, look at that. Ah, color mixing. Whew, I redid it for you right there. Good. Hopefully that made sense. That was kind of fun. I feel like I had an ugly glass that looked like that at one point in my life. Don't know if the tea goes in first or the milk. We're going to ask Gavin about that. I am 100% alone. Yes. Let's see. Boop. Let me switch to here. I'm looking, just in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I am blood. Well, to make blood, you have to mix 1/3, I don't know, Seth's how to do it. I am definitely going to be out of breath. I'm doing everything I can here. So yeah, if I've changed the f-stop, right? So the question is, if I change the f-stop to allow for less flash power, would that make a difference? Yes. However, I want to make sure I have enough depth of field because, you know, I don't know where the splashes are going to fall in my shot. So generally when you're doing this, you want to be closed down a bit. So, I mean, the right way to do these, yeah, I got that. The right way to do this, if I had planned on doing white in the first place, is I would put a white background like right here. Or put like a softbox behind it. That way I could blast it with power. If I had a white background, I would do that. But I was planning on doing black because I kind of had the idea of doing black. But you know, certainly you could do that. So yeah, that would definitely do it. You can also change your ISO. Yeah, people do that all the time when I'm in Zoom calls now. All of a sudden my Alexa starts talking. Yeah, full glass is definitely better. Is the glass half full? No, it is all the ways full. But I think the real reason why you want to see the full glass is because you know it's going to be impossible for me to pick that up without spilling it all over the floor. But you know, I do these things for you guys because I'm like that. Here, look at pictures for a second. Not that you can actually look at them. I'm going to get water. So I'm going to stay on the mic. This is Seth Hayes when I do this, but he can't do anything because I'm not there. All right, I'm getting water. By the way, for some reason in our studio, we have this like crazy aerator on the water. Wait till you see this water. Getting water, getting water. Oh, that's got to sound good. Here we go. All right. All right, I'm coming back. Coming back. Coming back. Okay. This water looks like it's murky, but it's just a lot of air. The aerator is like too strong in our sink. It's crazy. I'll show you when I pour it in the glass. Okay. Okay, I should have brought that and dumped it at the same time. All right. It's fine. Nothing's broken. Okay. Here we go. Look at that. I put it right back in the same spot. There we go. Look at that murky water. That looks great. You definitely want to be cleaning your cups out in between, guys. Clearly, I'm kind of going with the flow. Yeah, I would do a softbox as a background, but I can't because I don't have a softbox out, and I don't think people want to watch me build a softbox. Do you want to see me build a softbox? If enough people say yes, I will stop and build a softbox. Doesn't look too clear. Yeah, it's not. It's so weird. It's like the murkiest water. I took a picture of it earlier. I was like, oh, what's going on here? All right, so let's try the fake ice cubes. Let's just see how much of a splash they make before I even... all right, we'll try it. Oh, there we go. You missed it again because I don't know how to do the thing right. Okay, so clearly fake ice cubes is the way to go for the splash. That's not bad. Did I focus it? Oh yeah, look at that. I feel like I should end the stream on that because that's pretty good. No, but see, you go. It has, I think the little stones are too round. So these fake ice cubes, pretty nice. Okay, let's see. What's in the box? Build the box. Oh God, okay, they want the box. Okay, John, God. All right, I'm building a softbox. Time me. Actually, don't time me, I'm not very fast. Okay. I'm offset again, I'm offset. Building softboxes over here. I'll come back on so you guys can see me. Here I am, building a softbox. Actually, let me switch to this camera. I'll do it back here. Am I in the shot when I'm over here? Yep, all right. I'm just gonna build a 2x3. This is the 2x3 OCF softbox. It's designed for people that can't build softboxes, I guess. It makes it easier for them. I'm not exactly sure how. I guess because it's not as much pressure. I think if you know how to build a softbox, these are actually more awkward, honestly, but if you have trouble building softboxes, check these out, because they're like less struggle, I guess, with the wrist. Although it feels like you're breaking it every time you do it, because it goes click, click, click. All right, that's my commentary on the softbox. Let's move this guy out of the way. Turn it off. All right, here we go. Seth just wants blood on my softbox. That's what it comes down to right now. He always says he has blood on all his boxes. Now I'm gonna have food coloring on mine. All right. So the reason why this is gonna be better than the wall, obviously, is because we don't have to shoot the light all the ways back towards the wall, then bounce it back. This is gonna be a more direct shot. So we'll be able to get it in nice and close. Building the softbox. I think Seth only wants me to build this softbox because I always ask him to build stuff when we're in the middle of things. Probably a smaller softbox would have been better, but this is the one I have. Okay. 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 All right, I'm just gonna set this back down at 2 and see where we're at. I don't think we'll be able to be at 2, but okay, I'm back. How you guys feeling? Feel good? All right, here we go. Again, I'm just going to set this at 2, take a shot and see where we're at. Oh, dark. Okay, just what I thought. That's A, I think. Yep. So I'll give it 2 stops, it looks like. That's pretty good. All right, that's decent. That's decent. So now I brought it up 2, so I'm at 4, which is 3 better than live. Let's see if it goes back up. Okay. Okay. Really? Well, it's just connecting to YouTube. Okay, I'm back up. All right. Yeah, I think I am because I just saw it pop up on YouTube. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure where we left off there, but softbox, we can see that it's stopping, the action here. That's just that greeny, gross water with the. It should really be the other camera, but it's fine. This is the white. Oh, did this thing go down when I wasn't looking? I think I dropped the softbox when I was moving around. All right, so that's pretty good. Let's try it again where I actually get the ice cube in the glass. Because getting it in the glass is probably to our benefit, right? There we go. There we go. Getting better at this. By the end of the day, I'll be good. Yeah, there we go. So that's the softbox background, right? Basically, the softbox now becomes white because it's our light source, right? It's blasting through. And essentially, the flash duration is still pretty fast because I've got the light set at a lower power. If you use an even smaller one, it'd be better. I think I'm actually going to give myself some more space because I feel like I'm splashing higher than. All right, we're going to see junk around the sides, but I don't care. I'd rather have the splash at the top because it's going to go straight up. All right, so I'm focusing here on the cup. Actually, once again, I'm going to focus on my hand, hopefully. Good. Let's see if it did that. Yep. All right, cool. All right, I backed up a tiny bit to give myself some more space because hopefully I'm going to get another good long splash. Oops. Okay, no. Nope, a little early on that one. I got excited because I got a good one. Man, this is not as easy as you would think. It's actually much easier when somebody else is throwing the ice cube in there. Oop. Oh man, there we go. Yeah, this is why like when I was in junior high, like I always got picked last for sports. There we go. Nice, that worked out. Cool. All right, so we can see now that's the white background. Simple enough. Some kind of a box, softbox you could use. Also, you could use translume. I think people were talking about that earlier. You can use anything that's basically like some diffusion material, a speed light. Speed lights are great for this because they generally have really short flash durations. Let's see where we're at. Oh, clearly I cannot work this iPad. Oh yeah. Yes, glass ice cubes are definitely better. These are not glass. These are cheap ones. Well, if you get how can you get plexiglass unscratched delivered to your home? If you get plexiglass from a good place, it should actually come with like a backing, like a backing stuck to it that you have to peel off before you use it. You shouldn't get plexiglass that's raw. A good plexi place, they leave it, especially because when they cut it, if it doesn't have that plastic on it, it gets all jaggedy. Oh, see, again, I'm talking to the. There we go. Go back to that. So as far as plexi is concerned, any good plexiglass place is going to send you the plexi with basically a glued-on backing on both sides, so it should never come scratched. If your place is selling you raw plexi, I'd find another place. Yeah. Okay. And also, by the way, if you don't have plexi, the other thing you could do here, the main reason why I'm using plexi is because it's wet, right? I have lots of water, so I want to keep it dry. So what you could do is take like something, a piece of cardboard or whatever, let's say a foam core board, and you could actually stretch a wrap around it, like kitchen wrap, saran wrap as we call it, but you know, I don't know what they call it now, stretch plastic. I'm not sure what the generic name is, but saran wrap, you know. Maybe you don't know what saran wrap is. Feeling frustration, yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. Cool. I think we got this going still. I'm trying to make this work, but it seems to be, there we go. Now I was behind. Oh, change the black plexiglass for white. I could do that. So many options. You just want to see that water spill everywhere. The good thing is I have a mop, so we're basically good to go. All right, that's glass. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's gross. Okay, good. Don't worry about it, guys. It's not like all my equipment's here. We'll be fine. Oh, that's... Running offset for a second. So the only issue with the white, of course, is that all this color is going to really show up. Okay, so now you're realizing that I chose black just because it was easier to deal with. All right, being by myself. Okay, this is white. This should basically pick up a little bit nicer. I don't think it'll be stark white, but I guess we'll find out in a second. Let me focus. I'm just manually focusing at this point, which maybe isn't a good idea, but we'll see if it works out. Take a test shot. Oh yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, so see, the white plexi is not going to be white, and the reason that it's not white is because you have to think about what it's reflecting, right? It's not reflecting this box directly because the box is actually behind it. In order to get the white plexi white, I'd have to lift the box up and come like this, which I guess I could do. I mean, I'm not going to futz around with it all day, but I think I can get it a little better by going like this. That probably will do it. I probably should have a sandbag on here now. Stay. It's not like I'm doing a live stream. If it falls over, it'll be embarrassing or anything. All right, here we go. Cool. I'm not sure what you guys are looking at, but hopefully, there we go, you can see it. All right, let's see if that made a difference. Nah, it's still not. I mean, you see where the white is in front of it? It's here. You'd basically have to get the box to reflect over the entire thing, which I'm just not going to take the time to do. But it's just basically an angle thing, you know? I don't think it's, oh, well, you couldn't see it because I went like that. Yeah, you can see the reflection here. In order to do it, you need to get that reflection under the thing or over the whole thing. So what I would do if I was really trying to do that is I would have set up a big silk. That's the easiest way to do that. But it's just an angle thing, basically. So you're not going to get white. And since we can't get the white, I think I liked it better black. Because at least that way it wasn't like we were trying. Like if you're in a situation and you can't like nail it perfectly white, then you're better off like not even getting it close because it just looks like you were trying to get it white and you couldn't do it. So what we're going to do instead is use the black because it's just cooler. Okay, I'm just going to slide over a little bit. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do, which I guess I can still do now that we've completely changed directions here, is I want to, let me switch back to black. I want to throw some color on it, you know? So I feel like that's kind of a fun thing to do. But let's just get back where we were. Whenever you make a change like that, guys, you need to just step back and make sure you're still good. Yeah, that still looks good to me. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Looking at the ice inside. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So we're back where we were. Either there's been no more questions or I'm stuck on the same one. If you guys have questions, let me know. I know there's a little bit behind. Actually, this thing still says 27 waiting. It's like it's definitely not caught up. I don't know. I'm going to close out of this and come back to it, see if I can actually see questions and stuff, because I feel like I'm missing stuff. There we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Ooh. Throw gel on the light, exactly. Haha, you're ahead of me. Yeah, you can also light from underneath. There's lots of ways to do it. All right, so let's just throw a gel on here, just because we can. I was going to do this when I was using the hard lights, but I think we could try it with the softbox. Why not? Let's see what happens. But remember that when you gel a light and then blast the light, when we throw a gel in front of the light, then we blast light through it, we're going to lose saturation. So I think it's not going to really look that good. Actually, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do something that's not going to look good, because what's the point of that? Let's do this. I'm going to switch back to the 2 lights again, because I want to do gels now, and I feel like that's just going to be better the other way. You guys see how the white works. The white's easy. Just a softbox, basically. And now my softbox is permanently stained with green. So Seth can be happy that it's not just his softboxes that are ruined. Okay. Going back to this, I think you can see me still. Okay. All right, here we go. So again, remember that when I had this configuration, I had them on 2. Now I'm going to have to adjust, because clearly gels are going to eat light, but I'm going to start at 2 again, because I know that's where my baseline was. So I actually have 2 gels. I've got kind of like a pink and a blue. I think it's like teal and, I don't know, pink. It's not surprise pink, because surprise pink is blue. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put blue on this side. I thought I was going to have to use the grids, but actually we didn't have to, which was good, because the grids, of course, are going to eat light, and we want as much light as possible for this. The more light we have, the lower we can set our power, which means the shorter our flash duration is going to be, with these strobes. So again, without doing anything, I'm just going to take a shot, because what I want to know is, oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Reminds me of some nightclubs that I went to when I was younger. I'm going to move the lights out a little bit, because I don't want them in the shot. I think if I can get a good splash, then I'm going to want to not have the lights in the shot. So let's see. Having the ice cubes in the bottom is working to our advantage, because it's picking up some of this light. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Stayed mostly the same, but now I have more space. Let's take a quick look. That looks pretty good. And let's see if we can get a splash going on. All right, here we go. Yeah, gotta love that crunch. And the water, of course, is like this clear green. Did I not take a picture, or did I? Oh, I did it. I did it really fast. Huh, getting better with my timing. This all ends up just being, oh yeah, that's pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Darn. Actually, I see, though, that it is out of focus. So I'm going to recheck my focus. I mean, the whole thing's not out of focus, just the center of it is. And what I want is, yeah, that's pretty good, right? I want the center of the area to be my main focus, because that's basically where my splash is going to be. So I'm going to throw it back on manual. So basically what I'm doing, guys, I'm using the autofocus to grab it, since I don't have somebody here to just help me, which is what I normally would do. And then what I'm doing is I'm autofocusing, that's why I'm taking the shot, checking it to make sure it's good, and then I switch to manual focus. Nobody saw that. There we go. Good, that should be better. Oh yeah. Exploding drinks. There we go. Now now it's in focus. I mean, it was definitely sharp before from being frozen, but now you can see that it's sharp and in focus. And there you go, right? Easy as that. You crop it out, so we don't see the lights in there, or leave the lights in, why not? Oh, 50 millimeter wide angle macro, that's cool. Right, Instagram. Splashes. I use flash at 45 degrees from camera. Going to have to try splashes. I got the drip down. Oh yeah, the drip is pretty awesome actually. Sweet 16 lighting. Strip box on each side. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to use gels, right, you got to use two. Let's see. And of course, when you're using color like this, guys, make sure that you pick color that kind of accents each other. Like I thought to go like, oh, you know, at first I was like, oh, I could just put, like if I put two blue gels on there, it would just be blue, right? I mean, you want to kind of think about what you're creating. Yeah, it's pretty neat with the gels. Yeah, yes, when I actually hit the glass, yes, because my aim is not good. All right, so let's try something else. So I think, again, I'm wondering if we make the water a little bit darker. I may be killing myself here by doing this, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to put a little bit of the yellow into the water, and then we're going to try. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So that's interesting now, right? Look at what happened there. This is when I look at the camera like this. Yellow water, right? Mixed with various types of light. And we see here, we even have the green coming on now. Like look at, this is literally the difference here, is that I just added a little bit of the yellow food color into the water and we got a completely different photo, you know, by doing that. It's such an interesting thing. You can just play around with stuff like all day. And really, I have nothing else to do. So this is good. Let's try. I'm going to go with blue. I think it might be too dark, but we're going to go for it. Oop. There we go. Oh, I missed. Well, that's when you start losing it. Ooh. One more. Oh my God, okay. There we go, that time I got it. No. Oh, or am I getting it and it's, no. All right, one more time, guys. I only have 2 ice cubes left, so. Wow, okay. There we go. That was the last ice cube too. Wow, okay, that's super interesting, right? Now that's with the blue in there. And then we've got even more of a darker green, but the whole palette has gone much darker now, right? So, let's see. Well, I got 2 in a row and then I missed. So you can see, you know, that basically we're getting, depending on the gels mixed with the colored light, we're creating a whole bunch of different effects. Okay, I have like 4 computers going on here. All right, guys, let's see what else we got going on here. Too many colors. No, I got it. You do have to slam it because of the shape of the cup. Yeah, we're getting some cool stuff here. Yeah, see, colored background could also be fun. What's the T1 on these? I don't know. If a photographer starts memorizing that stuff, that's when I stop talking to that photographer. It is what it is. For people who want to know, T1 is just basically your flash duration. Well, it's the first. Ah, there we go. Floating ice cube. So neat. Right? Frozen. Boom. That's the T1. Enough to freeze that. I mean, we are cranked all the ways down, though. Keep that in mind. We're at 2. So that's our lowest power, which is also our fastest, or shortest, I should say, flash duration. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Any questions? I think we're out of water. Well, no, I have a little bit of water. I'm out of places to put the water. Let me see if I can get rid of this. Well, since it takes time for the questions to come through, go ahead and put a question now, and I'll dump this water. dumping the water. Go ahead and dump the water. Gonna come over here and dump the water. Oh yeah. Now my sink is green. I guess no matter what you do with food coloring, it always ends up green in the end. It's just, I feel like that's always the direction it goes. Okay, so I'll take the questions in a second. I'm gonna try to recover my ice. There we go. All right. Let's see. So these little stones didn't work as well. The ice cubes definitely worked better, even though they're actually lighter, because normally weight works to your advantage. But I think oh, you can't see me though, so. So it's interesting because the stones, which are actually a little bit heavier, I thought were going to work better. But I think because the shape of them, they penetrate the water too quickly. Whereas these being flat, they're really causing the surface to bounce. So what you drop into the water actually really makes a difference. I guess just like when you on a diving board or whatever, and you jump in, if you have a good form versus me that like belly flops. All right, here we go. A blood splash demo. You definitely should do that. What software am I using? Capture One. Bloody Mary. Speed lights are great for this. Yeah, I agree. Is there a way to sync audio? There are all kinds of triggers that can be fired different ways. One way that a lot of people that just do this kind of stuff do it, they do the audio sometimes, but actually what they use is a laser trigger, where when it crosses the laser, and you can actually set your trigger based on like milliseconds. So you finesse it, right? So basically you shoot the laser across the top of the cup, and then you drop the ice in a few times and you set the trigger to kind of give you whatever many milliseconds delay. And essentially when the thing fires, the laser disappears at the same time. So you don't get the laser in your shot clearly. And that's how you end up getting like perfect repeatable splashes. If you're gonna do that, like if you're a studio that does that kind of stuff and you have to get the shots, you have to do 50 of them a day or whatever, that's worth the investment. But this is more for fun. Lime slices work great, yes. I agree. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you go past half on your speed limit, you really want to be all the ways down. I mean, when you're doing this, the ideal situation is to figure out a position where you can put the lights where they're all the ways powered down. You want to be at the lowest power. And if that means that you need to be more open on your aperture, then adjust your ISO, right? Using the exposure triangle, Mark Wallace. And if you're not in a big daylight studio, not big, but if you're not in a daylight studio like I am filming videos, just go somewhere where it's dark. Get everything lined up and basically shoot it in a very dark space. Yeah, I'm using 2 strobes. With one light? Sure, I can do it with one light. Strip box, yeah, whatever. Cool. Awesome. All right, here we go. One light, right? All right, so I'll turn off this one. So that just should be, yeah. Let's just look at it. Yeah, so that's just the blue light. The blue light district. I got to refocus because remember I picked the cup up and put it back down. Oh, hold on, I was in manual. Got to switch back to autofocus. Should be good. This is just, again, if you have somebody helping you, it's easy enough just to have them stick their hand in there and just manually focus on their hand, but I clearly can't reach over there. My arm's not that long. All right, so that's the single light. Looks pretty good. Let's put some liquid in there. Some liquid courage. Actually, let's do a pour. right to the top. Cool. That's one light, right? I have a feeling, oh, that's so funny. If you look behind the picture, oh, you can't see anything because I'm, sorry guys. So that's, I did a pour, so you can see. That's one light, not bad, right? Again, it's still gonna stop it. It just doesn't, you know, it's just, it looks blue. I mean, obviously you can make it white, the clear, if you take the gel off, you didn't want the blue light. But what's interesting here, in this last shot I noticed, because I took a second to look at it, is if you look on the wall right here, you see that? Right there, that is the sun. So, I am gonna use this flag, which I got out earlier because I knew this might be a problem. So, you know, using the inverse square law to get a black background is fine, but if you can, just putting a black background back there is gonna probably actually just be to your benefit. Oh, interesting. Then it got really dark, right? I think now though, with the one light, I think it's looking too dark, unfortunately. Not my favorite. Let's get both lights back up and see what we got. Cool. Yeah, I know, no one saw the shots. Oh, hold on. Oh, did I lose the picture-in-picture again? All right. There we go. Okay, so, right, so I got the focus there. Then we're doing the pour. Right, that's the single light. I mean, a pour is actually pretty easy. If you want to, if your flash is not particularly good, well, I shouldn't say good. If your flash doesn't have a particularly short flash duration, a pour is one of the best ways to do this kind of thing, because pours don't require nearly as much stopping power to get a good pour going. Yeah, still kind of fun. So that's just a blue light. Now I went back because I feel like that's just not working for me. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the picture-in-picture back up, guys. Stare at this blank picture. Well, this is boring. Let's stare at a good one. Let's see if now I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to get a good one. There we go. All right. There we go. Look at that for a second. I'm gonna try to get picture-in-picture back. Oh, I lost the camera, that's why. Man, this camera loves to turn off. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's do this, like that. Like that. Save, close, boop, picture-in-picture. There we go. Okay. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Save, close. There we go. Now I'm back and you can see both of us, so I don't have to keep switching back and forth. Okay. Okay, so there you go. That's, again, ice cube being dropped into the clean water now. Let's lose the gels for a second and let's get back to... we'll kind of wrap it up with something clean. I think we're basically, yeah, it's... all right, I was supposed to look at questions. Let me just... Okay, so again, I can turn these down, because remember I had turned them up. Cool. Now we're good. Let's see if we just go with a clear splash. See, if I just drop it, you still get a splash, but you don't get like the amazing splash that you get. Oh, that's just as it's penetrating. You definitely get a bigger splash when you have more surface area, more width, and more kind of oomph when the cube goes in, like that. Oh. Wow. Okay. Man, my time is off a little bit here. One more. Man, when you get it, it's great, but well, that was a series of near misses, we'll call, or we could say near hits, depending on how you want to look at it. You know, you got to be positive about these things. Cool, cool, cool. All right, questions. Let's see. Free trials with software, blah, blah. What am I using to make the table? This is, so this is a sawhorse. So I can get adjustable height. So I use this for a lot of stuff. It's just a piece of board on top of it and then some plexi. Infinity Plus, Photoshop. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Yes, guys, make sure that build a fog machine, make it snow. We have the worst snow machine ever. Oh man, okay. Yeah, that snow machine is. All right, here we go. Last one. Man, I keep catching it in the air. This Nikon is super sensitive. Gotta get used to it, I guess. Well, it's so funny. I'm running out of stuff to drop. Well, see, I tried to delay myself and I really missed it. Oh, you couldn't see it because I switched the thing. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think I'm losing it, guys. You can only do this so many times. This is the reason why, like I said, if you do this professional, like a setup with a studio, those lasers are great because then you nail it every single time. All right, let's see. I'm looking for a question. I don't see any questions, so I think we're going to wrap. Oh, see, Mike James is here. Time to stop. There was like the dollar store snow machine was so bad. Oh my God. Why can't I burst shot? Well, I mean, you could. The thing is that generally speaking, when you're shooting this kind of stuff, you want to get the moment. So once you get yourself, I mean, you saw earlier, I nailed it like a million times in a row. I just need to, what I would do if I was doing this all day long and I didn't have a laser, I would take a break every few times. But of course, I clearly can't sit here for 10 minutes with you guys staring at me because that'd be boring. You need to just like get yourself loosened up to nail it and get your rhythm down. But you could do a burst. Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, generally speaking, you don't really want to do that because it's hard to nail it with the burst. Because no matter how fast your camera is, let's see, I'll put it on high. Actually, I have no idea how to do this. I don't think I've ever had this camera on burst. Let's see. High. How do you do it? You hit this button clearly. There we go. There's high with an extended. I'm assuming that's the fastest. Oh yeah, that's pretty fast. Oh, you know what it is? That's using the electronic shutter. So it's not firing the flash. Okay, can't do that. Let's do regular, continuous high. Yeah, that might work. Let's try it. All right, here we go. We need more ice though. Okay, actually this is still clean water, so I'll do this. So if we want to do a burst, what could be fun about this actually is if you want to do like a series. So again, we move the cup. I'm going to switch back to autofocus. I'm going to take a shot. Make sure it's sharp. It is. You can see my hand, right? Lots of pictures of my finger in the cup today. All right. All right, here we go. I'm going to burst it. There you go. Boom. We got it. That's not bad. That actually worked pretty well. Typically, I want to try to shoot it exactly when I think the timing is there, but yeah, sometimes it can work out. So never say never. Pretty good. And what's cool about this is you can use them as a series, you know? Like we could take a couple of them and put them together to create, you know, some kind of a cool triptych, you know? Like the ice cube's about to fall, and then sploosh, and then aftermath. Although that might be better down here. You know, aftermath. So yeah, you can use the motor drive, works. With a handful, okay? Yeah, I mean, the thing is that these are tremendously fast lights too. I think these can shoot 20 frames a second. So yeah, you also have to have the right lights. That is 100% true. Not every strobe will consistently shoot that fast. Could you do a pop-in blur? Absolutely. The thing is, in order to do it right, you would want to not be in like an overall flat space like this. You'd want to be in a space where you could control the blur by having some kind of hot light where you want it. Like, I mean, I'll just show you what it'll do in here. If I go to like, let's see, looking at my meter, according to this, that should give me an exposure. I'm gonna turn the flash off. So looking at this to my eye, that's like a decent exposure, right? Again, it's really flat, right? So that's a third of a second. So we can certainly combine that with the flash. Of course, I can't motor drive it, or I can, but it'll be too slow because it's gonna have to wait a third of a second each time. So let's take the motor drive off. And that's with the flash, just see the combined shot, right? Still pretty good. Okay. Oh, there you go. So actually, I should have done rear curtain. Yeah. Here's where rear curtain sync might work better, right? Because we see the ice cube frozen, and then we see the blurriness of the splash, which is actually kind of neat. Let me see if I can figure out how to put rear curtain on. Let's see. Things I never use on the camera. Rear curtain sync. I think it's here. Oh no, it's in the little, it's in the pencil, I think. Bracketing flash, I'm guessing. Flash sync speed, flash shutter speed. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not how you do it. I have no idea how to put it in rear curtain sync. Seth, if you know how to put it in rear curtain sync, let me know. And I will go back to this in a second. But I'll still try it again. Because, you know, I'm always down to try stuff. The same thing happened. I'm catching it in the air. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it better. Nope, still a little bit early. Oop. So neat. I definitely need a rear curtain. Let's see. No, it's not in the Nikon. It's not on the flash remote. It's in the camera. On the Canon, it is. Let's see. All right, look at that blurry one for a second. I will figure this out. Let's see. I'm assuming that it's under bracketing flash. So I got flash sync speed, flash shutter speed, exposure compensation for flash, auto ISO, modeling flash, auto bracketing, bracketing order, customize I menu. Oh, it's probably in the I menu. Yep, I think it is. Yep, it's in the eye menu. There it is. There it is. Perfect, rear curtain. Now, oops. There we go. So now, with the see now the rear curtain sync helped us, right? Oop, oop. Yep, I got it. Right, so now the rear curtain sync helped us. Now, the only problem is because the, you know, it's looking a little soft though because it's mixed into the. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's showing me how to do it. Yeah. Thanks, Seth. I figured it out. It was in the eye menu. But it's kind of neat, right? I mean, look at how weird this is. Again, this is all just fun stuff. I kind of want to do this, but now with the gels. Let's end with something really peculiar and interesting. Because I'm liking this rear curtain sync idea. I kind of would like it better if I had like a hot light I could control, because just leaving the light on in here is just a little bit flat and boring, but it's still creating kind of an interesting ghost, which I think is kind of, could be useful or interesting for this. All right, let's try it one more time. Oh yeah, the floor is going to be green when we're done here. Again, test shot. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Interesting. I'm going to give the water a little color. It's curious there. Yeah, that's going to help, I think. So what's happening is the light is so flat that now we're seeing into it. We're not getting that cool effect that we were getting before. Oh, interesting, but not really what I want. There we go. So, that's interesting, right? We've got our ghost, right? It's almost like a smoking cup. Then we've got our solid, these are out of focus, but you can see that they're frozen right here, almost like fireworks going off all around here. That's super interesting. And there you go. But just to show you guys, that's our... All right, let's see. Sorry guys, spinning. Oh, I don't think we even got the... All right, guys, I think I'm back. That's probably YouTube telling us that it's time to move on. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully we're going to be back next week. Probably not in the studio because it can't really come down here, but we're going to try to do something, you know, and make sure you guys are following the channel. All the different hosts are doing challenges and stuff. Gavin just did his with the drip, which is really super cool. Make sure that you guys are, if you're trying these techniques and you're getting some cool results or even crappy results, hashtag it with create no matter what and tag Adorama so that we can find this stuff because we want to see what you guys are doing. You know, we want to keep people active and people should just, you know, keep shooting because you can. You might think, oh, well, you know, I don't have, you know, a studio to shoot in, or I don't have, you know, models to shoot, or I don't do this. You can do something very simple. I mean, yes, I am standing in a studio, but this could be done like on your kitchen counter. You know, it doesn't need to be super elaborate. It can be something very simple that you can set up just about anywhere, and you can have a lot of fun with it. So hopefully this will inspire you guys to do some stuff. I'm going to quickly check here to see if there's anything that I missed that I could answer. Wow, okay. Cool, I'm glad this is good for you guys. I do appreciate it. I don't have macro, unfortunately. I don't have macro lens with me. But macro is a super fun thing to do. It's another cool thing to do, you know? There's lots of things. And if you get if you do these techniques, like the drip that Gavin did or this, and you kind of master them, you can use them for other things, right? This is just a very basic thing, but we could use it for food photography, where you're going to use it a lot. You could even use it in a portrait, right? You could have somebody holding a glass and with, you know, ice splashing into it and fun stuff. I mean, you can definitely use this in other work that you do. So don't feel like, because it's not just the classic portrait that it's, or if that's what you're normally shooting, that you just can't do it, because these things can be crazy useful for other stuff. So I'm going to sign off. Hopefully I can do this without crashing this. Thanks for watching, guys. Of course, be sure to follow me if you don't already, Daniel Norton Photographer. Make sure that you ring the bell for Adorama so you get all these notifications. And we'll see you probably next week. I think you stop by hitting this button here. Stop and complete.